Alison Tandry of DIY Salvation here to bring you my much abbreviated video adaptation of my last 2 journal entries, the ones for May 22nd and May 23rd, which includes a critique of the tromhelp.org website. I have, in fairness to the webmaster, brought these issues to his attention, starting as early as 5 years ago. He has continually refused to handle any of them. He's even refused my offer to proofread and provide glossaries for his books for free. As much as it fills my heart with despair to publicly criticize another trommer, I can't let his poor representation of Dennis Stevens's work continue without saying something about it. My intention is to encourage people to do TROM, and show them it's a subject to be taken seriously. I don't know exactly what his intentions are, whether he is deliberately trying to make TROM look foolish, or is just too stubborn to admit to his mistakes or too careless to correct them. I can only say that his work is an embarrassment to TROM that makes it look like a half-baked idea thrown together by 8th graders, and anyone who has been involved with TROM long enough knows that it most certainly is not. Don't just take my word for it. Watch the video, check out the website for yourself, and make up your own mind. Is this how you want TROM represented to the public? Is it right for him to position himself as an authority on TROM? I'd like to read your comments. He links to videos put out by the Yon guy, as if these are some sort of substitute for the first set of exercises one does in TROM. On the 3rd page, entitled Services, in the right column is a list of recommended reading. One of those books is Scientology, Fundamentals of Thought, the only one from his list I would ever recommend on a website that declared itself an authority on TROM. After all, TROM has roots in Scientology, and it's never a bad idea to do a little reading on the older subject, even though it's not absolutely necessary to the study of TROM, at least not the way I teach it. I have a big problem with recommending the Sedona method as some sort of introduction to levels 2 and 3 of TROM. The only true introduction to levels 2 and 3 of TROM is TROM level 1. Dennis warns that someday someone will take level 2 of TROM and turn it into something milder and useless. Well, Pete isn't exactly doing that, but he's about a step away from it. And suggesting to people that after level 1 they should try the Sedona method before going on to levels 2 and 3 just delays them getting on to those levels. And I am sure some people will just embrace the Sedona method and never look at TROM again, thus missing out on the tremendous gains they can get from TROM level 2. He claims the lecture transcripts and books are professionally edited. Maybe they were edited by some kind of professional, but not any kind of professional editor or transcriber worth their salt. I'll just stick with one example of a recurring transcription error. In TROM, we have the concept of complementary postulates. To give you a quick definition, that's 2 ideas or intentions that agree with each other. It's spelled complementary, with an E, which means to complete. I lost count of how many times it's spelled with an I in these transcripts. Think this is just nitpicky bitching? I had to straighten out someone on the definition of complementary postulates once because they thought that complementary postulates had something to do with paying someone a compliment. Anyone familiar with Scientology study technology knows that such misunderstandings, however minor they may appear, can snowball into greater misunderstandings in later study. Now we get to the books section of the site. Other than the main book, The Resolution of the Mind a Games Manual, the rest of the books are just lecture transcripts repackaged for sale on Amazon. It's actually not such a bad idea if not so poorly executed. The same poor transcribing I mentioned before is in those books, and the glossaries are sorely lacking. The introductory chapters of his version of the original TROM manual are unnecessary to the work. They will confuse most, if not all, laymen to the point where they will put the work down before even getting to the main section of it. And this is not some theory. Others have told me this is exactly what they did. Other than a comment here and there on forums, and some reviews I've posted on Amazon, I've been keeping quiet about this matter for years. And that's to be fair to you. Because I'm not going to advise you away from this site unless you have somewhere else to go. Everything TROM related on this website is now available on YouTube. You can download TROM 2023 and TROM the full package from this video's description, giving you not only all of the lecture transcripts but also our upgraded edition of the original manual. You can also listen to the lectures on YouTube channel Mind Resolution. Much the same way I was fair to the webmaster by bringing these issues to his attention first, and offering my help, I will also remove this video and my 2 journal entries criticizing the site once I have confirmed that all of these issues have been corrected. I'll even help him if he asks, but I'm not holding my breath on that one.